Welcome to the Galactic News Center, where we talk anything and everything Star Wars related. Quick warning, this video contains major spoilers for Star Wars The Force Awakens, so if you have not yet seen the movie, why are you here? Anyway, click away. Now that you've been properly warned, let's get into today's topic. So Supreme Leader Snoke had a fairly limited role in Episode 7. The only time we really got to see him was through the projection, the hologram in his throne room. And due to this limited role, there's probably more questions now about his identity than actually coming into the movie. And one of the biggest theories out there is that Supreme Leader Snoke is actually the infamous master of Darth Sidious, Darth Plagueis the Wise. So I'll be discussing this theory, what's good about it, what's kind of a stretch about it, and how I would actually like this to be the theory that explains the identity of Supreme Leader Snoke, why I think it will be good for Star Wars and good for fans moving forward. Now, it has been confirmed that Snoke was around to see the rise and fall of the Empire, so we know he was alive during the Clone Wars. Snoke also appears to be severely disfigured, probably because he was attacked with a lightsaber. So far, that's pretty consistent with the story that Chancellor Palpatine told Anakin in Revenge of the Sith about his former master. Palpatine actually described that through the Force, though, Plagueis was able to preserve life. So it is possible that Palpatine was only able to severely injure his master and was led to believe that he had fully killed him. Plagueis would then fall into the shadows to recover, probably cease to use his Sith name Darth Plagueis. I'd imagine that Snoke was his name, or they would give him the name Snoke, Disney that is, to conceal his identity. So he didn't go by Darth Plagueis anymore. He went by the name he either had previously or a new name, Snoke. So based on that scenario, it doesn't seem like an outlandish theory, and it's a pretty plausible scenario, one that you'd think would make it a pretty easy transition to put into Episode 8, which I do believe is where we're going to figure out the true identity of Supreme Leader Snoke. And the main reason I want Supreme Leader Snoke, I've talked about the evidence of why this is a very possible theory, but why I actually want this theory to be the case. The main reason I want this to be the case is that, in my opinion, it's the only instance in which you can create a greater evil. And what I mean by that is, think about it. Luke redeemed his father, Darth Vader, who was seen as the most sinister man in the galaxy. In turn, his father killed his master, the Emperor, fulfilling the prophecy. So Luke is single-handedly responsible for defeating the two biggest agents of evil the galaxy had ever seen. Now, with that being the case, I find it hard to believe that the producers could introduce a character that is brand new to the Star Wars universe and have genuine fans actually believe that he is a threat to Luke. Knowing that he was present during the Clone Wars, I just find it hard to believe that a brand new character could somehow rise from the ashes of the ultimate evil empire that Luke Skywalker brought down and pose more of a threat to Luke than the Emperor or Vader did. The only instance where I feel like I would be scared for Luke is if Snoke was a being so evil and so sinister that he was the teacher of arguably the most powerful Sith the galaxy had ever seen in Darth Sidious, and the creator of the most sinister being in the universe, at least from the people's point of view, in Darth Vader. So in any other situation, I just feel like Luke would be facing the same problem with a different skin, and you would never really feel like Luke was destined to fail. Now, I know that the actor Andy Serkis has come out and said that he's a brand new character to the Star Wars universe, and that's kind of true. I mean, Darth Plagueis was only mentioned in Revenge of the Sith. He didn't make an appearance. It was only a story that Chancellor Palpatine was telling Anakin, so he technically hasn't appeared in a Star Wars movie, and then in that sense, he would be a brand new character to the universe. And also, don't forget that the book that was written about Darth Plagueis is no longer canon, so there are no expectations, no boundaries around Plagueis. A lot of people were coming out saying that Snoke couldn't be Darth Plagueis because he wasn't the right species. Well, we don't know what kind of species Darth Plagueis is. Any preconceptions we have of Darth Plagueis from the Extended Universe book titled Darth Plagueis, that doesn't count anymore. So anything we know about him, the only canon of Darth Plagueis is the story that Chancellor Palpatine told. So let me know what you guys think, whether you agree, disagree with the theory. Who do you want Supreme Leader Snoke to be? What would be good for Star Wars moving forward? If you'd like to see more Star Wars stuff, think about subscribing. Together, we can rule the galaxy.